Now, I can hear some people, well, Rashad, this is just part one, wait till part two. No! You don't give us Empire Strikes Back first. You give us Star Wars first. You give us Luke Skywalker being a hero, blowing up the Death Star. Then you give us the Empire Strikes Back. That's a second act. You don't put the second act in the first act, goddammit. Alright, y'all, I feel like this is one of those reviews where I have to kind of tread lightly because I might offend some. I shouldn't care, but I know this is a social media age, this is a cancel age, whatever. Well, I'm not big enough to cancel anyway, so fuck it. Masters of the Universe, the Netflix animated series that dropped today, is what I decided to watch instead of going to the movies to watch Old or Snake Eyes. Because honestly, I'm a little scared, y'all. This whole pandemic thing is like resurfacing and coming back with a vengeance. And I don't want to say too much about that, but here where I live at, it's getting crazy again. So I'm kind of putting myself on lockdown where I'm not going out as much. So I decided to keep it inside. Plus it was raining, it was storming out. Perfect day, perfect weather to just lay under the covers, watch Netflix and chill, I guess. Well, the true meaning of Netflix and chill. So I decided to watch Masters of the Universe, and I was somewhat excited for this. When I first heard when they announced this, I said, okay, shit, we're going to get a new He-Man animated series for today. Cool. But when I found out who was involved with it, when I found out who the executive producer was and the writer, I was like, ooh. I'm like, you mean the guy that made this shit? Yeah, so my expectations lowered a little bit. This series, y'all, it's 5 episodes. This was a waste of my fucking time. It is. Now, if I can give it any props, the animation was on point, the voice acting was good, even Kevin Smith's writing was not bad. But as a fan of the He-Man cartoon back in the 80s, as a fan of He-Man, the property, the character, the universe, Masters of the Universe, I love He-Man, I love the Masters of the Universe. Fans of this franchise will be very disappointed. Kevin Smith, I don't know what he was going for, I don't know what the hell, but he should have known writing this, people are not going to gravitate towards it. So I'm going to spoil this, y'all. So if you don't want me to, if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn the video off, okay? But spoilers here. He-Man dies in the first fucking episode. This is Masters of the Universe. This is like killing Lion-O in the Thundercats and making Chitara the main character. And that's what they did. The first episode actually was lit. If I can be honest, the first episode was lit. Okay, the first episode felt like all my He-Man action figures come to life and play out the way I used to play it out in my mind when I was a kid. So I had the whole He-Man collection when I was 4 years old for Christmas. Shout out to my pops, man. He hooked me up. So all the vehicles, the accessories, Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, I had the whole He-Man collection. Okay, I never had Eternia though. Yeah, matter of fact, even Snake Mountain, I never had Snake Mountain, but I had Castle Grayskull. So I would sit there and I would play with these action figures. Now, mind you, on the cartoon wasn't violence. They didn't allow a lot of violence. So I had to make the violence up in my mind and play with my action figures, what the cartoon didn't give me. So the first episode of this series did that. It gave me the violence that I had when I played with my toys. You know, that pew, 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 boom, die, Skeletor, you know, all that. First episode gave me that. I said, okay, I think I'm going to like this. And then by the end, He-Man gets killed. Okay, this is reminiscent of Transformers the movie, where Optimus Prime had the most badass scene, and then he dies minutes later. And then they make Hot Rod the main character in Transformers the movie. That's why Transformers the movie can kick rocks in a lot of ways. I only watched up to that part. So yeah, He-Man dies, Skeletor dies. It becomes about Tila. Now Tila is in the forefront of this series now. Okay, and speaking of Tila, this is where I might get in trouble at. Tila, in the cartoon back in the 80s, she was sexy. Tila was like a sex pod, okay? She was like boom, pow, bam, all that. Even the action figures. I used to make Prince Adam and Tila go at it when I was a kid. Like I used to make Adam get on top of Tila, okay? But on this series, they made her so masculine. If she didn't have a woman voice, you would think she was a transvestite or something. She had muscles. She had a strong jaw. She had masculine feet. She was like a dude, man. And on top of that, they called her man at arms. She was about to be knighted man at arms. They're gonna knight a woman man at arms. What the hell? Okay. I'm like, okay, I hope this is not doing what I think it's doing. So when He-Man dies, Tila becomes a character. So now Tila says F you to Eternia, to everything, because they all lied to her about Adam being He-Man. So now she's like, everything was a lie. Fuck all y'all. So she steps off. She becomes like a mercenary. She has a sidekick with her, a black sidekick chick. And they become mercenaries doing bounty hunter type jobs and stuff. She shaves half of her head. The other half is like kind of like, you know, that shit that a lot of, you know, I guess some women get. And and it becomes about her. So now Skeletor's dead. Triclops becomes the main, I guess, villain. And it becomes about the machines taking over Eternia. And that's all I really want to talk. Like, after that second episode, I checked out. I said, okay, maybe they're going to bring back He-Man for like maybe the second or third episode. No. The whole duration of this series now becomes about Tila and restoring Eternia. You know what I'm saying? And now she's on a mission where she has to combine the good sword and the bad sword and combine them into one. And she joins forces. I'm not bullshitting, y'all. She joins forces with Evelyn and the Beastman, Skeletor's main sidekick. She teams up with her. So they go on these adventures. They run into Merman and all the characters that we know of from the toys and stuff. And finally, the last episode, they go to this, I guess, dystopia or whatever the hell. Well, it's kind of like, it's heaven almost. Like, you know, after you die, it's heaven. You go to this place and she finds Prince Adam again. And now I'm like, okay, Prince Adam's back into the picture. We might see He-Man again. And it doesn't happen. So the last scene of this, y'all, oh my God. So the last scene, I said, okay, I guess they're going to make up for what they did in the previous episodes and give us now what we wanted, what the fans wanted, and that is He-Man kicking ass. So Prince Adam has the sword, raises up in the air, you know, by the power of Grayskull, I have the... Skeletor stabs him, kills him. So Skeletor wasn't dead. He was hiding in Evelyn's crystal ball. He comes back. Kills Prince Adam. Skeletor now gets the sword, the main sword. I have the power! He becomes master of the universe. Roll credits. Now, I can hear some people, well, Rashad, this is just part one. Wait till part two. No! You don't give us Empire Strikes Back first. You give us Star Wars first. You give us Luke Skywalker being a hero, blowing up the Death Star. Then you give us the Empire Strikes Back. That's a second act. You don't put the second act in the first act, goddammit. This ain't a Quentin Tarantino movie. Kevin Smith, you're wrong for this. You're wrong. You're gonna make a Masters of the Universe animated series and don't even put He-Man in this shit. You kill him in the first episode. Only to bring back his alter ego and kill him again. And then you make Skeletor the master of the universe and Tila is the main hero? What are you smoking? My fears have come to light. When I saw Kevin Smith's name on this, I said, I know Kevin Smith is going to find a way to fuck this up. I know he is. I'm not the biggest Kevin Smith fan, y'all. But I said, I know he's going to find a way to fuck this up. And he did. I'm passionate about this because He-Man is something I grew up on. This is a part of my childhood, my life, man. You know what I mean? And I don't like when my childhood gets fucked with. Don't do that, man. You already, like, my first traumatic experience was seeing Optimus Prime die. Now I gotta see this shit at 40-something years old. 41. At 41 years old? I have no interest in watching part 2 because you fucked up part 1. They made Tila the main character of the Masters of the Universe. Here we go again, another series, another show, movie or whatever, where you can't have an alpha male in the forefront. You can't have a male lead kicking ass and being a fucking man. You gotta put him in the back. You gotta put the woman out front. Boom. And not only do you put the woman out front, but you strip her of her femininity. That's a word. You strip her of her femininity. They want women to be up and strong. So, and I have no problem with strong women. And listen, I love Ripley and Aliens. I love Sarah Connor and Terminator. But let's be real. If Terminator 2 were to be made today, they would give Sarah Connor, they would cut all her hair off. They would give her a girlfriend and make her masculine. Sarah Connor in Terminator 2, though she had muscles, she still kept her femininity. They are putting these women in powerful positions and stripping them of being a woman. It's okay to give a woman curves and make them look beautiful and voluptuous. They're women. It's okay to make a man strong. We're men. When did it become a crime to make a woman desirable to look at? You know, I love Space Jam, but they took Lola Bunny and they stripped her of all her feminine shit. So Tila is now this badass warrior. I have no problem with that. But they made Tila a man, straight up. They made Tila a man. The only way you know that she is a chick is because they gave her a woman voice. That is it. That is it. Masters of the Universe was a waste of my time. I hated it. The first episode was cool because we got to see some good He-Man action. But after that, it all went to shit. This makes Dolph Lundgren's He-Man looks like fucking Shawshank Redemption, okay? I'll take that over this any day. But now, if you're not a fan, if you just want a good animated show with some good action and stuff, you might like this, okay? You might like this, but as a He-Man fan, fuck you. And that's it, and that's all. What did you think about the He-Man series? Excuse me. What did you think about the Masters of the Universe series? Comment freely below. Let me know what you think. If you want to crucify me. But damn it, I said what I said. Like and subscribe if you dig the content. Thank you all for watching. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.